Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we are comparing two Sony ZV-E10, which is the first generation. As you can see on my right hand here, this is the Mark 1 generation, and this one is the brand new Sony ZV-E10. Today we are going to do a photo and video test here in this beautiful environment. As you can see, let's quickly talk about the difference. So for the Mark 1 version, it has 24 megapixel. The brand new one has a brand new sensor which is 26 megapixel, and both does not have in-body image stabilization, doesn't have the IBIS. The Mark 1 version actually has the mechanical shutter, and the new one, the Mark 2 version, does not have a mechanical shutter, which means that the photo capability of the Mark 2 could be worse than the Mark 1 because of the mechanical shutter. This will be much more apparent when you are shooting, especially in indoor, where the light is going to flicker so much, and the Mark 2 will not be doing a good job. But for the Mark 2, there's actually a massive upgrade on the video spec. You can now shoot 4K 60 frames per second, S-Log3 10-bit color, which is pretty crazy. Yes, I've used it to shoot a wedding before, and totally I'm blown away with the footage quality. And I even compare it with the FX3 4K 60 frames per second. How you doing, guys? So now I'm vlogging with the ZV-E10 Mark 1 and Mark 2. They both looks and weight so similar. And for both of this camera, actually right now I'm shooting on the auto intelligent mode. So the standard stabilization has been turned on. Here you can see which one has better stabilization. Now I'm walking normally, yeah, just in a very slow pace. And both are on 16mm with the kit lens. The brand new kit lens of the Mark 2 version, and the old kit lens, yes, the 1650, which is a very old kit lens on the Mark 1 versions. And of course, both of them are on the highest setting, which is 4K and 25 frames per second. Yes, the ZV-E10 Mark 2 can be capable to shoot 4K 60 frames, but now we need to make it comparable to the Mark 1. So yeah, how do you guys think of this quality? I think it's going to look great because I'm in a bright sunlight, bright daylight, I'm walking slowly. So do you think the Mark 2 version has a better stabilization? This is a backlight situation. Which one handle the dynamic range well? So one thing I can already notice is that the ZV-E10 Mark 2 screen is so much better than the Mark 1 version. It just has so much more details and colors, and even though the sunlight behind me has been flashing, currently I'm shooting a landscape shot. As you can see, it's auto intelligent mode. It's on f11 and 1/100 shutter speed. So we can see a beautiful dark. Okay, so I've quickly shifted to 1080p. So now I'm trying to move to a different location for shooting. Yep, my girlfriend is following behind me. This is still on the auto intelligent mode. So yep, I've been a long time user of the Sony ZV-E10, and for the ZV-E10 Mark 2 I've been using for, I think from August till now is already 3 months. I really love the ZV-E10 Mark 2 because of the LCD screen, the touch screen, and also the capability of shooting 10-bit colors. Can you guys actually see the difference? For me, when I look at my 24-inch monitor, I can really see the difference. Vlogging with both this camera, this is a view of view. So if I'm going on a stair, this is how it looks like. Yup, it's quite... Today is not very hot. It's kind of cloudy, just a little bit of sun. Now it's on 1080p. Auto intelligent mode.
As you can see, the ZV-E10 Mark 1 has a noticeable softer look on it. For both ZV-E10, as you can see, the 4K quality is performing well. You can see the face detail is still clear. There's just a minor difference in terms of color here.
So now I've turned back on 4K 25 frames per second. So both actually is on active stabilization crop. Yes, both still has the 1.4 times crop. You can see, you can only see my head. So let's try to walk and see the stabilization, which one is better. So obviously I think both of them, they work the same. On the ZV-E10 Mark 2, yeah, it is a bit lighter because the lens doesn't weigh so heavy. Yeah, I think both do a very great job. Maybe it could be my right hand is more weaker than my left hand. Let's walk faster. Going up the stairs. Wow. Alright guys, so both I'm shooting on the S-Log3 on the ZV-E10 Mark II and the S-Log2 on the Sony ZV-E10. I believe this is what the setting that people will use. Yep, for some reason, why the ZV-E10 Mark II seems to be cropped a little bit more. It's because of my position of my hand. So yep. Let's try to color correct this and put some LUT. Yes, some filter on top of it. Well, it's focusing on my girlfriend. Is the ZV-E10 doing a good job for you? If you ask me, of course the ZV-E10 is always doing a good job, but the 10-bit color just adds a little bit of cherry on top to make your footage better.
Now let's talk about the rolling shutter. The ZV-E10 Mark I is known to have a bad rolling shutter. When you pan your camera left to right, it will appear to have a bending image here. As you can see, the subject will shift and it will have a jittery effect, especially on 4K. You can see now, once I zoom in 30mm, 4K resolution, wow, there's so much jittery. And on 50mm, it is much worse. So now let's try on Mark II. On the Mark II 60mm, yes, you can see there is a little bit of rolling shutter. 30mm, rolling shutter. And 50mm, yes, there's still noticeable rolling shutter. There's just a small improvement as compared to Mark I. There's not much jittery, but you can still see the rolling shutter effect being applied even on 1080p.
Guys, so right now we found some fake flowers here. The flower is not real, so there could be an event here in the future. So let's try to take some photos here, a landscape photo. So both are on auto intelligent mode, and my focus mode is actually automatic continuous focus. So you can see the colorway of both of these cameras is really different, especially the green color. For the ZV-E10 Mark I, there will be a little bit of yellowish. Yeah, I will put it up for you guys to see. So let's try 50mm. Can you guys see that? So much different, right? Let's find some other subject. Let's go. So I'm gonna take a landscape shot here. Totally auto intelligent mode. Yeah, gingerbread man on the 50mm. The colorway is just so much different. Okay, now I've zoomed to 50mm. I'm gonna shoot a portrait of my girlfriend. Yup. 1, 2, 3. Yo, so now I've switched on to aperture priority mode. Aperture priority, we can start to change our colorway, which is through the creative load. But on the ZV-E10 Mark II, you got a lot more options. You got portrait, neutral, vivid, vivid 2, film mode, in, SH, black and white. My favorite creative look is FL. So there's a little bit of Christmas decoration. Now I'm shooting an f6.3. Yo guys, just now we have been using the kit lens. So right now let's try to use a prime lens, which is a 56mm f1.8 lens. This one is from TT Artisan, 56mm f1.8. This is a really great lens because it helps to isolate your subject and create a creamy background out of it. So now we are going to take turn to test on the ZV-E10 Mark I and Mark II. I think there will be no difference, but yep, let's try to take some photos. We are going to take f1.8. Now I've mounted it on the Sony ZV-E10. You can see how lightweight it is. Overall, the ZV-E10 Mark II is a better video camera than the ZV-E10 Mark I, but arguably on the photo-wise, the ZV-E10 Mark I is still a great camera. Nowadays, I'm just using the Sony ZV-E10 Mark II for video, and for photo, I still stick with the ZV-E10 Mark I because of the mechanical shutter. Yes, when you are in a low light environment or indoor, you will prefer to have a mechanical shutter, so there will not be an electrical bending on the photos. Your photos will not look like it is a lot of line to it because of the slow shutter. Alright guys, so that's it, photo and video comparison between the Mark I and Mark II ZV-E10. But of course, in future, I will make a comprehensive video talking about the ZV-E10 Mark I or the Mark II in a detailed comparison and see which one should you actually get. Okay guys, bye bye.